Alexander Skarsgård for The Legend of Tarzan. Thanks very much for hanging out with us, mate.
Thank you, guys. I'm just going to have a little sip of this coffee now.
Get it in.
1 second.
How do you have it? Is it black? Is it white with one?
Oh, it's black, baby.
It's very intimidating sitting here because over your shoulder is you shirtless.
I actually always walk around with this behind me.
Does that
I'll
follow
bring
you
that in.
always?
Yeah,
It should.
It's attached to my back.
I mean, everyone wants to talk about the rig. I do as just a guy who's in the gym. How does it happen? Like, how long does it take to sculpt that? Or maybe this. Have you still got the rig?
Nope.
It's tough to maintain.
Yeah, and I didn't try. I didn't want. As soon as we were wrapped, I was very. I like my beer. I like my food, so I was very excited.
Sounds boring, like all that kind of regimented stuff.
It was. I mean, knowing that it was 8 months, but knowing that I could always see the light at the end of the tunnel, I always knew like one day, like I had something to look forward to. I saw it as a kind of a cool challenge to see like what to kind of embrace the transformation and see what. Plus, I was terrified. I was like, I'm playing Tarzan. Like, I have to be diligent here.
Well, you say you were terrified of playing Tarzan, but in the film, he's quite fearless. Do you have a greatest fear in real life as Alexander Skarsgård?
Oh, well, fear of failure. That's it. And especially with this, I just desperately wanted my dad to like the movie. He's a huge Tarzan fan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So he was the big critic.
That was kind of that was my motivation. That was my motivation. Just like, don't disappoint your father.
Aww.
Now you get to kiss Australia's very own Margot Robbie. Do you practice before the cameras to make sure the chemistry's there? Is there a discussion just before action?
I tried actually. I tried to talk her into. I called her up the night before. We should probably practice this because I'm not sure how to do this, and she wasn't having it.
No.
She's like,
do you turn left or right? Is there a discussion seconds before the
Yeah,
makeup?
I was like, we can't improvise this, Margot. We got to practice.
But she turned you down?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So Tarzan's obviously an animal guy. What about you, Alexander Skarsgård? Are you an animal guy? Do you love animals as a whole? Do you have pets? What's your spirit animal? 3 questions.
Yes, I do love animals. We always had dogs when I was a kid around. My mom still has a dog in Sweden. I basically live on the road these days. I'm constantly traveling. So, and I live alone. I don't have. I'm not married, so I don't have a base where I can comfortably leave a dog.
What's your spirit animal though?
Mine's a meerkat.
Is it?
Yeah.
I got to hang out with some cool animals yesterday, actually.
Yeah, I saw
I
some
spent an
photos.
afternoon, with the koala, talking about like eyes and a cool gaze. Jeez, he looked crazy.
They're
Those
stoned.
eyes, they got the best
They are
eyes.
stoned.
They're actually stoned off the eucalyptus leaves.
They're not.
They're
they
legitimately
are.
stoned. That's why they sleep all day.
It's
Well,
like they're hot.
I asked
Yeah.
the people at the zoo, and they said she was like, "No, that's just a myth. That's
we
not
know more
true."
than the zookeepers, mate.
They also...
She's like the zookeeper. She's basically said it's toxic. The eucalyptus leaves, so they need to sleep a lot, but they're not stoned. They look stoned.
They
And
also
I
get
really
chlamydia
appreciate
a lot.
that.
All of them have got chlamydia.
Wait,
I
for
did hear
real?
that.
Fact. That is, I think that's true.
That's a true fact.
Yes.
You can write that one down. That's
Yeah.
definitely. Well, mate, the movie's out July 8th. It is The Legend of Tarzan. You are Tarzan, Alexander Skarsgård. Thanks so much for catching up with us, mate, and making
Thanks
the
for
trip down
coming to
under.
Australia. Yeah.
Thanks for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
Nice.
Look out for those stone koalas.
Oh, mate, they're all stoned. I'm telling you.
The Hit 30.